Oh, enjoying the sounds of our chickens clucking away. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Survival Roleplay, and this time we got some work to do. Obviously last time we mowed all the grass, put into the bunker silo, about 290,000 acres we got, so that's going to help us get a lot of money. But now it is time to start getting some work done and plant some cereal crops. Also, we talked about doing wheat and soybeans. I'm just going to move the plough around. We get the plough hooked up because we don't have a cultivator. So what we're going to do is basically think about where to sort of place it. I want to keep the grass fields to an extent. This bit here is going to remain grass for sure. This is our development area. But I'm thinking if we say this upper section here is used as wheat, so pretty much up to the pass. So here up, it's going to be wheat. I think we'll keep the grass fields here. Then this part and this part here could be soybeans. And also what we can do, we can actually plough this area over here by the shed and that. Get us into a nice little grass field, because yes, even though it's nice to have a little meadow and that, meadow grass don't yield as much as planted field grass, so that's going to be the plan for today. Obviously it requires rock picking, and yeah, it's going to be a lot of work, extra work than we needed. Yes, we could have a cultivator, but we use those rocks to make a lime, and then we use that to sell and get some money from that. So there we go, just plowing away. Oh, are we getting rocks? Don't think we are. Bit unusual. So yeah, we are actually getting some stones, but not a lot of stones in compared to what we've been getting recently. Guess that sort of makes sense, because obviously you only go so far down into the dirt, and obviously the more we do this, the less rocks we're going to make, so, or less rocks that's going to be generated. But now we're getting to stay stream rocks. Perhaps it's just the topography of the land, like certain bits have more sedimentary rock compared to others and that, so sort of makes sense all in all. Just got a bit up here we missed. But yeah, what I'll do first of all is I'll do the sort of perimeter. I think rather than go down this side, I think if we go to the path, at least we know where to cut off. But yeah, those chickens are going to be soon generating some eggs. Don't think we'll get as much eggs because obviously we've got a lot of chicks in that, but once they fully grow up in that, so that's going to take a couple of months. I think yeah, 2 months for it to properly start gestation. Is it gestation? Yeah, I'll double check. We have a look up here. Yeah, gestation. So we've got, yeah, 230 chicks and 60 grown up chicks and 5 roosters. So hopefully we should be breeding, and then use that to sell some chickens as well. Then obviously when they get to a certain age, we can just sell and then repeat that cycle. So, oh yeah, we're getting lots of stone here now. So yeah, definitely, I think it's just area dependent on where we get the rocks and that forming. But yeah, not too worried about that. There we go. I'm just going to go up here. And then we'll go to the other side, do the perimeter, and then we'll continue on and So there we go, that is the ploughing done, and as you can see we've done quite a bit of work. So first of all, this is going to be our soybean field. So we plough this area here, which is going to be our grass meadow. This here will be soybeans. This over here, I'll leave it blank for now. This will be grass, but once we get this rock removed, we've got the team coming in tomorrow, then we could just extend this up and around, and perhaps we will plant soybeans here, perhaps. Who knows? We'll also be extending the field up here, so where we had the old rocks here. Bit of a hump there, but shouldn't really affect the planter or the harvester too much. Next over here, we extended the grass field even more, so it's right on the property line. As you can see, it's right along that tree line. These trees are not ours, so I'm happy with that. And then lastly is our wheat field. We just ploughed this entire section up here. I did think about going down, but just want to leave that for now. We may do it next time when we plant our next crop. But before we do any of that, we need to actually get rock picking. So what I'll do is I'll dump the wheat there, and we'll get you hooked up. Also, we need to lime certain parts of the fields, like new fields and that. So we'll go and do that tomorrow, I think, when we go and release that. Because at the moment we don't have any cash. Oh, we do have 10 euros, but it's not what you call a bank load of cash. Now, if we have a look here, we can sort of inspect the stones and see where are the stones tall. We zoom in. So as you can see, we got big rocks all along here. So this bit here that was a bit sparse where we started off with, but see there's some nice heavy clusters. Got a bit sparse rocks over here, a bit of a heavy cluster over here. So I am happy with that, and hopefully we get quite a bit of lime from this. Hopefully. So go lower, turn that on. We are going to be brazing this fence line. We'll height a bit, I think. Of course, it's going to leave a cultivated state. But rather than fertilize it like we did last time, we'll go and seed. It says crop or grass. And then after that, we'll go and fertilize it. So yeah, we're just keeping an eye on where the rocks are, where the particular rich pockets are, because we're not going to go up and down every single stretch. We'll just go where the rocks are heavily clustered. But on this field here, I think we may go up and down actually, because there are rocks sort of everywhere. So yeah, of course, see we've got 150, close on to 200 litres. So this is going to be a fair chunk of stone we're going to get picked up here. And of course, we still have the rocks again from tomorrow when the demolition team comes in and gets rid of that rock. As much as I like to have a nice little rock face around the farm and that, I'd just rather... Oh, forgot to lower the pickup. I'd just rather have that sort of extend that as part of the soybean field. And with that shed there, which we'll keep when we store the bells and that, so it adds a nice little feature to the farm rather than just all plain old farmland. Got a couple of trees behind the house, so that's the thing. Once we start actually improving the farm area and that, once we actually get a bit of money coming in, steady income, then we can go ahead and decorate the farm as well. Get some nice new sheds to put in perhaps, or just other features that don't necessarily have a function for us, but just makes the farm look better. So perhaps some flowers and whatnot. So thinking just those two rocks up there and these four rock little piles here. And that is this little section here done. So yeah, it's a bit of work involved, but as I said many times before, it's going to be worth it in the long run. I think this time I think we actually will go and sell the lime, I think. Then we can just buy the lime super cheap from the store now. Either from the store or from Farmer Willie B, depending on which one offers the best price for us. I think last time we got it from, was it from Farmer Willie B or was it from at the main farm shop area with that buy point up there? Not too sure, but when we get to that part next time round, then of course we'll go and think about that. Also, we do need to go shop because we need to pick up the bell wrapper that we got last time round. Of course, that was a bit of a gamble, but I think it will be worth it. We'll still keep the bunk side clamp. So there may be a time where we may not want to do bells, we just want to just use the bunk silo and conveyor belt system. Perhaps a bit of extra money spent than we actually needed to do, but this is what it is, and yeah. Worst case scenario, we will always set it down the road. Yes, it ain't going to be worth much since well, the bait wrapper were second hand, the pipes were brand new, so. But yeah, we'll just go along and see what that brings. But yeah, already we're approaching on 700 litres and some big clusters of rocks here. And remember, for every 1,000 litres of stone we get, that's converted into 4,000 litres worth of lime. And of course, when we sell it, there is a distribution fee that we have to pay, unfortunately, but better than nothing, so at least we have some extra use for the lime rather than just lining the fields. There we go. So yep, I think what I'll do now is I'll just continue on with this, and then I'll see you folks in a short while. And that is the rock picking done. So we had one full load plus another 1,700 litres here, so that is 3,700 litres. So that is what, 12,000, 14,000, about 200 litres of lime. So that is not too shabby for us. And we'll just stack it over here. Then when we get those rocks over there blown up and then get collected by ourselves, we can put them in the trailer with this and then take it to the lime factory and we'll go and sell it. Just gonna dump you there. So yeah, no, overnight we will be going into the red a bit, but shouldn't be for too long because obviously the silage is going to be ready tomorrow. I'm just trying to put this back. If we put this front off the baler and that, then we can get the fertilizer out later on. And we'll get our new seeder, which I think is in pivot away off the conveyor belt, I think. Let's get it hooked up. Can we squeeze out of here? It's going to be tight. Yeah, I think I'll have to move this. We'll just push you forward a little bit. There we go. That should be enough. just a couple of inches. So yeah, we've got this topped up, and of course we got that deal with Farmer B that we can get 5,000 litres of seed. Not sure how much we've done already or how much we've used already. Gonna have to check that later on. But I think first of all, if we do the wheat field over here, then we'll go to the grass over there, get that done, and then we'll round off the day with some soybeans. Started losing a bit of light now, so hopefully this should get done not too long, hopefully. So we'll make sure we've got the right crop selected, wheat. But yes, if we have a look at the price of wheat and that, and soybeans as well, we have a look at soybeans. At the moment they're going quite well, 875 at the farm shop. We're in April. Best time to sell them is in June, so we missed the big window for it, so we may actually hold on to that actually until next year perhaps, depending on how much we get from the wheat field. How much is wheat? £343, but the price is okay at the moment. I think it will hit about the 400 or 500 mark, I think, perhaps around December, January time. Pretty much whenever it's the best price, that's when we're going to go with that, I think. So I think if we start off with doing the headlands. Hopefully they shouldn't plant over the grass. No, it does not. That is good. But yeah, it was definitely worth upgrading it from the grass seeder that we had last time. Not just for the grass, but also we knew we was going to do some crops at some point, so it made sense of getting this. Of course, down the road, once we get a bit of money in, we can get a bigger one for this tractor now. There is a couple. Same thing in the used market. Oh, there's that forage wagon. That is a nice one. How much horsepower is that? 130, so bigger than the one that we leased. We could go with that. But I'm sticking with the silage bells, I think, for now. Yeah, I don't think I'll come to regret it, especially that is 10 grand more than the bell trailer we're going to get if we buy it new. Ideally, I hope for it to pop up in the used market, or if any other bell trailers pop up in the used market that we want. Either the Pogno or the Rolling Pag. But if none ever come up in June, July time, then of course, yeah, July, because also going to be, it's going to be grown tomorrow in May. It's going to be ready in June, and it takes 24 hours to ferment or so it'll be July, so we still have a bit of time for it to pop up in the used market, so who knows, it may do, it may not. Yeah, I know we're crossing the property line, just reposition ourselves. Yeah, of course there is a risk of drilling and that right close to the field property line in case we plant some crop and not able to harvest, but if we were able to harvest this, we'd be doing fine with the grass, so I don't see a reason why wheat would be any different. That just means we're maximising the use of our property. I think, yeah, end of the year, I think the goal for us would be, of course, getting the harvest, so we absolutely need that. Worst case scenario, we may lease it, but yeah, that's the worst case scenario. But I'm not sure how long it takes for wheat and soybeans to grow, so they may ripen at the same time, or they'll take an extra couple of months compared to the other, so who knows. But yeah, big things are ahead. Yeah, looking good. Yeah, this bit ain't as straight as I would have liked, but beggars can't be choosers. And we are doing good here. Let's go over here. So that is the headland done. I think what I'll do, I'll go up and down sideways here, or lengthways along the field, so that we don't get slowed down too much by going up any gradients. So chopper again. There's a there it goes. On its daily reconnaissance missions. I'll find out what they're actually looking for. Who knows? They may be looking for something that we be able to help with or use. Yeah, there's patches here we're missing, so I think any patches that we miss, we will go over. There we go. So we're back on the money now. So yeah, this won't take too long. Get this done. And then I think we'll call it a day. Tomorrow it will be soybeans of fertilizing, silage, and anything else we come up with. Also, that's the thing we want is actually for the harvester to pop up earlier than expected. Hopefully it doesn't come up today or tomorrow. If that's the case, then we'll be in a bit of a trouble because there isn't a bank in the area, so we can't get an additional loan. Even if we could, we still got our 95 grand to pay off first of all. But yeah, so yeah, for end of the year, perhaps if we can get a second field. So that werewolf again. I think that's what I might be actually looking for. Might be actually hunting the werewolf. Those choppers going past. But yeah, we'll continue on with this, and we'll come back in a moment. So here we go, that is the seeding nearly done, so got a couple more little passes to go. And yeah, didn't take too long, but we are running a bit low on fuel, and our tractor is worse for wear, I think, turns with the wear and that. Plus it is a bit dirty, so I think once we're done here we'll top it up with fuel, get it dusted off with the air compressor, and then once we get a bit of money, repair the tractor. I think we can still repair it, but go into the red. Hopefully I can avoid that. So I don't see we're going to need this much tomorrow when we're pulling silage. I think it should still have enough horsepower to be able to pull a full trailer's load worth of silage, but so important we need to find out. But yeah, I think I got every single nook and cranny. So you've got a grass field over there, soybeans here. That will be one field once we get rid of those rocks tomorrow. Not sure what time the team are coming in to do it. Hopefully it's not too late during the day, because I don't want it to interfere with the whole process of us doing silage. But I think that is everything done. We'll check our little PDA here. Make sure we got everything, and we seem to have. Now if we check this field here, have we fully planted this with grass? Oh no, we haven't. That is a bit I've missed. Fair enough. We'll get grass selected, and this should not take too long. But yeah, this is just going to be a little grass here that we can cut if we choose to. Don't have to, of course. Leave it as it is, perfectly fine. Actually, I think what we'll do quickly is go to the fuel barrels and get this topped up with fuel, I think. Last thing I want is just to run out of fuel, because I don't think we'll be able to lift that over just yet. Perhaps if there's like 1 barrel, we'll be able to, but yeah, our hard tractor is very dirty. And we've still got 1,000 litres left. Compared to, what was it, 1,500 I think it was when we had that to start with, so that fuel's going to last us a while, so we can get a few of those if we need to at some point. Ooh, almost went around the corner. But yeah, things are looking on the up, and half our chickens start producing eggs. Nothing new in the market. Yes, we have got eggs. Just going to have a look at that. Of course, this does need rolled in, so we could get the roller out. Ooh, there we go. Got our first pallet of eggs. Only a small amount, 11 pieces. But yeah, that is looking good. So we'll leave that there. We'll let that spawn. And I think I said the best time to sell the eggs were around December, I think. Actually, no, November actually. So that's the thing, they're worth almost 1,000 per 1,000 litres, and we're only in April, and the price is at its lowest. So we can get a few more of those eggs in. It will be definitely in the money, I think. But of course, with the chickens, it is a long-term investment. But once we get more and more, we mean we get a second chicken pen once we're fully grown. We can have 1 pen just for breeding, and another one for just, well, making eggs. Make sure we don't smash into the shed. Yeah, I think, to be honest, all of our equipment needs cleaning at some point, so I think once we've done the next load of silage, I think everything will be washed in that. Put it away until the next time we need it. I think, because obviously a lot of this was a grass field, we've already got that first stage of fertiliser on. So in theory, we only need to put this 1 stage of fertiliser on, and it's fully fertilised. But yeah, we'll try to get as much rolling as we can do tomorrow. Actually, rather than leasing the lime spreader tomorrow, we actually may go with the roller. However, we also need to consider weeds, because with weeds, you don't get weeds with grass, but you get weeds with crops. So actually, we really need to look at investing in a weeder. So what's the price? It's 9.5 grand, 18. Let's see, have a look, see if there's anything else in the market. But yeah, 6 meters at 16 horsepower. You could go 9 meters, 9 meters. 12 meters at 170, we could go down that. And we've got enough horsepower just about. We can go to the maximum one with I'm still got enough horsepower. How much are liquid tanks? Ooh, 34.5 grand. Plus the tank, 57, 65, 73. So yeah, that's all quite expensive. I don't think they'll pop up second hand. Like if we actually have a quick look, let's say if we, let's go with the Hardy Aeon 5200 Delta Force. If that comes up second hand, that's going to be worth somewhere around the 30 grand mark, and yeah, we're just not at that point yet where we can just spend or say, oh, we need this equipment, let's do one thing and get it, because at the moment all our money's tied up in the land. Yes, we'll get some money from the lime gnat, but I don't think it's going to be much. I think with the 3,000 litres or so we got from here, I think there's but with those rocks and that, so I think from that we'll may get something like maybe 10,000 litres, but and again that would be a lot of stone plus 40,000 litres of lime, so yeah, it's going to be quite a bit of income, but I don't think it's going to be enough. But I think that is all of the, yeah, I think that's all the grass here. Also needs to lime, this does, and needs to roll in. Actually, if we can't fully roll everything, because that'd be fine. Let's, how much are the rollers? Because I know that is before 41 grand, 7, 15 grand, 20 grand. I think something like this. 6 meters, decent amount. I think, yeah, grass and roller, something like that, 15 grand. If that comes at second hand, that's about 6 grand. So yeah, I think that's going to be worth it. Still actually have a couple of bags of seeds here, so I can actually use those as well at some point. Let's get all the dust blown off here. At some point, yes, we could afford a proper jet washer, but at the moment, just try to blow all this dust and crud off the tractor. Get all the excessive mud and dirt off. But yeah, so I think that is turned out actually quite nicely actually, so oh, don't go too far. There we go. Let's go and give this a little blow. Yeah, it takes a while for it all to come off, so I think a jet washer may be more of a worthy investment. However, visual dirt and that I'm not too worried about at the moment. We can think prioritize our money elsewhere, but still that comes out quite nice. So yeah, that is all looking good. Of course, yeah, there's still chips here and there in the paintwork, as you can see. I'm not sure, did we repair this? I'm not sure actually if we did. Let's have a look here. Go into our little shed. Well, no, we did repair it. It just needs repainting, which we're not going to do. 3 grand for... Let's quickly just repair it since we're here. Yeah, 37.50 for the tractor, so a bit expensive. But I know Farm Willoughby's got a repair shop up there, so we may actually go to him and see if he could do it for a discount. See if he's got all the tools and all the oils, the fluids, the plugs and that. Actually, no, there's one thing is turn the lights off. But yeah, so we are looking really good here. Silage, that's going to be done tomorrow. We have a little look here. 13% fermented, so yep, 290,000. That's going to be a lot of money. Chickens are doing well. Chickens are healthy. So yeah, I think that will call it a day. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you folks in the next one. Bye for now.